Hey everybody, welcome back. We're just going to talk to everybody and learn more about the people in town.
Agent York, your words really made me think about Anna's death again. How could one do such a terrible thing? I'm still in shock.
I thought you were in this rural village.
Thomas, I forgot to ask. You don't have a tattoo on your back, do you?
Tattoo?
Show me it
I
now.
do, actually. But why?
Could you show it to me, please?
What? Now? Here?
I was joking, but okay.
Yes, please. This is vital for our investigation.
Strip in front of all these people.
His tie is so short.
Okay. If it's gonna help you any.
He's got a bra. What? I was joking, but okay.
Well, I'm wondering who G is now, but aside from that,
Did it tell you anything?
it told me that you didn't kill Anna.
Of course not. What are you saying?
That you didn't kill Anna. Weren't you listening?
You ought to see that tattoo, Zach. A big heart with an arrow through it and Love G in the center.
I don't know when you
Love
got that
Graham.
done, but we've all been through the 80s.
Joke's on him, I haven't.
Well, now we know more about him. George, do you have a conversation?
Agent Morgan, here's your chance to get to know some of the townsfolk. Don't let it go to waste.
Oh, okay. Hey Emily. Let's keep talking to people we already know.
Agent York, are you finished asking questions yet? When you're done, let me know. We'll all get dinner.
All right, not yet then. Does this count as chapter 6 or 7? Probably still 6. Yes, this is still chapter 6. Okay, just making sure. All right, let's go meet everybody. I don't know if we get anything out of talking to people that we've already met, so we'll definitely talk to new people. Here we go.
So you're the FBI agent, are you?
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
I'm the general. I fought for my country in the Vietnam War.
A real-life war hero. So why are you living here?
Soldier, this is my hometown. After a man returns from war, there's no place to go other than his hometown. Your little speech, you mentioned the raincoat killer.
Was that a problem?
You imbecile. The raincoat killer's no myth, not mere folklore, not a fairy tale. It's based on actual events that happened in this town.
It is. I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this?
You kids today don't even know how to ask for something right. Soldier, if you want to hear more, you come to my office.
He literally exudes raw power, Zach. Despite the credibility issues, we should give him a visit.
One thing, though. Calls himself a general, but isn't that a sergeant's uniform?
So that's Lysander. He's the one who runs the junkyard. All right, we already know Usha and Fiona. Can we talk to them? Do we get any dialogue?
Agent York, you make any progress?
Nice.
Of course, plenty. Tell me, Usha, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't really in any condition to do it right now.
Her mother? I don't see her here.
Anna was her sole reason for living after her husband was deceased. Well, she's probably
So she
huddled
killed
up at
herself.
home.
Bennett.
When's her funeral?
And I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too.
I have a thing for her.
But don't go too hard
You should
on
treat
her,
her
okay?
right.
Oh, it's cool that we get dialogue out of everybody. Usha, why can't I pass around you? Fiona, you're the killer. Admit it.
Are you getting closer to catching the murderer?
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you here.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too.
Everyone thinks he's some
Emphasis
kind
on
of weirdo,
hard.
but I don't think so at all. People don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day. But I do. He's doing research to make the world a better place in the future.
And he's a
he
corpse
already
fucker.
made a fortune in LA with his career.
I did not know
Necrophilia.
that.
You didn't? Oh, the doctor is a very rich man. He has a really big house over by the lake.
Oh, I'm sure he has a big house.
Amazing, Zach. He must be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
But you don't get that feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it. That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you. Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
You won't get fooled again.
All right, so we learned a little bit more about Usha mostly there. Is there anyone else up here to talk to? Right, over here. Before we talk to Richard and Quint, though, there's actually a new character to meet over here. The guy who looks like a killer.
Good evening, Agent.
Brian the Insomniac.
Good evening, Mr.
Brian,
Brian.
the gravekeeper.
Oh.
Brian.
Mr. Brian. I like the retro look.
Kobe.
Wishing for little grave on the prairie?
Anna. Oh, she was so beautiful. Too soon. Too soon to go to the grave. So sad. So sad.
So very,
I
very
totally
sad.
agree. That's why I'm
Tragic,
here,
in
looking
fact.
for the one who did it. Were you close to
I
it?
did it. Oops.
Is that how you move your mouth when you
Her smile.
do that?
So warm. Anna. Blonde hair. So bright.
Speaking of corpse fuckers,
Yeah. He is the graveyard keeper.
There's a graveyard somewhere in town, Zach. I'm not excited about the idea, but maybe we should at least check it out.
Well, he might need to be added to the suspect list. All right, Quentin
that means
Richard.
he's the killer.
Quint, you're here too. I didn't think you were the town meeting kind of guy.
A friend of mine was killed, you know, man? I'm not letting this one go quietly. I'll do anything to help you catch the scumbag who did this.
Thank you. But vigilance is not justice. Nothing good will come from desiring simple revenge.
Oh, come on, I'm not that stupid. But I'm frustrated a bit just thinking that there's nothing I can do about it.
We each have a role, purpose in life, a raison d'etre. Don't forget that.
I know. Just don't preach to me. You're sounding like my old man.
Zach, wow. I'm in shock like a weasel in an electric chair.
The fuck?
You just made me realize that I must be getting old.
Like a weasel in an electric chair.
So we actually get different dialogue here because we had already met them ahead of time, which is really nice.
So, finding your way around okay?
Yes, pretty much. But some people are hard to get along with.
People problems, huh? I thought city folks were used to things like that. There's lots more people in the city than there are here.
Well, that's true. But I started simplifying things a bit. Here's my new way of thinking. It's simple, really. There's only 3 types
Everyone's
of people.
stupid but me.
Criminals, victims, and investigators. Everyone else are just vegetables. Vegetables called other people.
You really are strange.
I think I might be the crazy one.
I don't know. I think talking to Zach is just a totally normal thing that everyone does, so you can't be crazy.
Fair point.
Everyone else is crazy.
Oh yeah, I really look forward to talking to Jack.
Nothing to say to you.
I haven't asked you
What if I
anything
have a
yet,
Benjamin?
Jack.
Shut it. I might open up if you
A
introduce
can of
me to,
gas.
I don't know, a Ben Franklin or two.
Oh, what a creature.
That's my other name.
Guess there's always someone like him in every town.
Great guy he is.
You can tell because he laughs a lot.
Hello again, Agent York. How are you?
Good, thanks. And you?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good today.
Well, that's good to hear. Do you have any information that could help me out?
Information? Sounds difficult and not my kind of conversation. Anyways,
You should come by the gas stand again. I'll give you the best service in town.
Zach, perhaps you can tell me. Why did she bother coming here?
All right,
To flirt
Jim.
with everyone.
Will he acknowledge that that we've befriended him through fishing?
Jim, thanks for your help in the forest. How are Isaac and Isaiah?
They're fine.
Haunting your dreams.
They really seem to love their grandpa.
Well, I guess they do, son. I want to keep them away from the filth of the material world as much as I can. Their mother agrees, which is why she lets me take care of them so often.
And that's why I want you to solve this case quickly and go home. Those rumors about that scar of yours do more damage than good around here.
I guess I reek of the material world, don't I? I have to in order to do my job. But I understand what you mean. I'd think the same if I was born in a place like this, Zach.
In that my sister is going to be my best friend and concubine. I should really learn what that word means.
Let's talk to this suspect. Oh, we got wacky music.
I probably shouldn't have shown her this.
Oh my pot is getting cold.
Roaming Sigourney.
Hey, mister, my pot is getting cold.
You are...
Don't talk to me.
Who?
What are you saying? I'm Sigourney. Sigourney.
Sigourney. Okay. Now, what is the matter? Can you explain?
No time for chatting. I need to hurry. My pot is getting colder. Oh, you're useless.
Zach, we've met all sorts today, but really, she takes the cake. Amazing.
All right. Hi, Polly. Just go and grab that money.
Mr. Morgan, you're quite an impressive public speaker.
Really? Thank you, Polly.
You reminded me a little of a play I saw when I was younger.
What kind of play?
I'm talking about back when this place was still called the Mercury Theater. When I was young, I used to come here often with my husband. God rest his soul. We'd come on the weekend to see the latest play. He'd always pretend to be uninterested, but I could tell he was excited inside. He was just one of those kind of guys, really, thinking about it now.
Really, Polly? So what's your favorite play?
Oh, well,
I won't
I've
sleep with
liked
you.
So many. There was one in particular, but I can't recall the name anymore. Oh, it was a very famous one, too.
Something by Shakespeare?
Oh, no, nothing. One more bell that doesn't ring anymore. I've always been forgetful about the plays we used to see anyway. Oh, and my husband would get angry at me for forgetting what we saw. He'd go on for hours retelling what the play was about. His eyes were so sparkling, like a happy young boy.
I see. So, what's your favorite play?
Oh, I almost forgot, Mr. Morgan. We're going to have another guest soon. I have to get back and get things ready. Sorry for having to hurry away. I'll see you back at the hotel.
Her voice really
Zach, I think
doesn't
she could
fit.
embarrass the
I know.
the FBI's interrogators. She successfully avoided answering my question, Zach. Amazing.
Like, she doesn't sound old. It sounds like a young lady trying to do an old lady voice poorly.
Back when I was a voice actress, I used to voice an old lady.
Hey, York, you were rocking it large up there.
Was I? I haven't been on stage like that since elementary school.
You made me think, man, like, things can't go on like this. We need, like, some action or something. I was pretty psyched up, you know, before you got on stage. I was like, dude, a real psycho in town. Pretty sweet gig. But now, I mean, dude, that lunatic could be any one of us, man. I don't want to think of that whack job coming after my family. Makes me shudder all over, man. It was way too heavy. You'll catch him, right, FBI?
Of course. But you need to be able to take care of those you love, too.
You're right, man. Right on the level. I need to do what's right for my family, man. You lit my soul, man. Thanks, FBI.
I love Keith.
He's pretty good.
All right, Lily.
Hey, Lily.
Agent York, your speech frightened some of us a little.
You should work on being more sensitive with words when talking to groups.
Really? I tried my best to be gentle. So, have you noticed anything strange or out of place recently?
Just Becky, really. She works part-time at the store. She's been acting strange recently.
Strange. How?
I took the boys along to visit her house today. I was just worried, you know, because she hasn't come into work at all after that incident. But she took in the boys and told me to wait outside. Something about a special secret between just the three of them. I just couldn't understand it.
Now that's interesting. Thank you, Lily. Perhaps we should give Becky a visit tomorrow, Zach.
Well, that's a good clue.
Visit in quotation marks.
Oh, here we go, new character. Snakeskin pants.
Pimp as hell.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
Wesley, owner of the gun store called Panda Bear. People around here call me the gunsmith.
Get it? Cause he's a black guy in white clothes?
I didn't think about that, actually.
You want to ask me?
How do you make a living running a gun store in a place like this? I'd be worried because there can't be that many customers.
Worry gives a
So
small
said the
thing
American.
a big shadow. I do gunsmith work in my shop, too. If you got the skills, the customers find you. All you need is a network.
I hope so.
Oh, here's what I've got. He's selling bullets and submachine guns in the community center. And
He's the killer.
lollipops. Huh. I just love these, like, people call me the gunsmith. It's like, well, yeah, you're a gunsmith. It's not a nickname. Guns are just tools for killing people. I don't like it any more than you do, he
You've
says.
got quite a selection here. No wonder people come from all around.
Even today, a customer paid me to go to Seattle for some help. I just got back.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to visit your store sometime. I'd like for you to take a look at my gun.
Understood.
He
Look
rolls
forward
up
to
his
it.
sleeve.
The shop will be open again tomorrow. It's usually open from 2000 to 0600. See you then.
The fuck? Why does he work the night shift? All right. Oh, we finally get to talk to Nick. He kicked us out of our kitchen, his kitchen every time we tried to talk to him before.
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York Morgan. I presume you are the owner of the diner that Anna worked at?
That's right.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about Anna Graham. Did you notice anything strange about her prior to the incident? Nick, are you hiding something?
No, nothing.
She broke up with me. I'm salty about
You
it.
sure?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I don't like repeating myself.
I don't like Nick.
Can you tell me if you noticed anything strange about Anna before the incident?
Well, I'm not sure if this will be of any help, but...
Anything, no matter how small, could be of help.
Well, you see, the diner closes when it rains. Many shops do that around here, as you might have heard. Anyway, Anna always seemed unfocused the day after it rained, and came in late, too. It was almost as if she used up all her energy the day before. Come to think of it, that was really strange. Did that legendary monster really kill her?
It wasn't a monster, just a criminal. Criminal I'm going to catch and bring to justice.
All right, well, there's another hint. Finally, we're getting some useful information. I think that might be everybody we can talk to here. I just kind of want to give the place a little bit of a once-over. Is there anything down here I can do? Oh, we haven't talked to Carol yet. Okay. Yay, just steal her cigarettes from behind her.
Anna was an airhead.
What do you mean?
Are you saying she was killed because she was an airhead? Or are you saying that she was an airhead for being killed?
I'm sure she's still an airhead, even in heaven. She changed her hair every day. If she lost a pound, she'd be ecstatic. Gain one, and she'd almost be in tears. She broke many, many plates every day at the diner, and she'd always have a smile on her face. Always having fun. Everyone looked at her and knew she was a cute, adorable, loving airhead. But they would be smiling right along with her. I wouldn't be surprised if the angels smiled with her too.
Ugh.
I know.
Isaac and Isaiah said that Anna was a fairy of the forest, a goddess.
See ya.
Hey, I'm FBI over here. You can't just walk away from me.
Did you get to see that other Toyota commercial that company did?
I don't think so. Oh, it's skipping
Agent
us.
Morgan, I'd like to let everyone go home now.
It's related. I'll get to it in a second. Emily's dead? How'd that happen?
Whoa!
Back in the hole.
The fuck?
Two in the pink? God, he's just going with that finger snapping.
Yep. Yeah, I believe it forces you out once you've talked to everybody, or if you just take too long. But we talked to everybody as far as I'm aware. At least everyone we could have there. And that's chapter 6.
Okay, so real quick, the joke I was gonna make was that there was a second Toyota commercial that YouTube user who made the book edit, and that other one involves like a guy meeting his ex-college girlfriend, and at one point during he goes, "How have you been?" And then she just goes, "See ya," and walks away.
Yeah, you'll have to link me that one later, because they did a really good job on the book one.
For those of you who don't know, I always be that guy.
And that's all you need to know.
Yes, I know that.
It's in the book. Legendary worm!
Whoa! A legend worm! They call that the Nidhogg.
Well then, Agent York, do you have any plans for this evening?
I was going to head back to the hotel and go over my notes. I need to contact HQ and give a progress report, too.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good.
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right, then. Let's do that.
Don't.
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
I don't know why it says peak.
Did he see like a down blouse or
Thomas
something?
is a
What was
great
with the
cook,
peak?
but Nick is the real deal.
I think it's a typo.
No visit to Greenvale is complete without eating at the A&G.
A very appealing proposition. Zach, what do you think? We can always go back to the hotel after eating dinner, or go directly back to the hotel. You decide, Zach.
Let's eat with them. I think it's supposed to be a speak command, and they just put the wrong command in. Get another cutscene out of this. High quality beef.
It'll go well with my country ham.
Gonna eat at two separate tables.
I've been sheriff here for a long time now, and this is the worst murder I've ever seen.
I know.
Our town is a little odd in some ways, but it's
Man, look at
really
Thomas's
a peaceful
face.
place.
We had our fair share of cases, but just the regular stuff. A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe? Or some hot-headed kids fighting, fueled on liquor? Nothing more than that.
Agent York, what kind of cases have you dealt with in the past?
Not much different from those you've just mentioned. The case I was on until last month, well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period. He sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back to his house. He cleaned the skulls up and used them as utensils in his daily life.
to eat from, or as a urine cup. He hated women. That was his way of dealing with it. He'd fill skulls with ice, cola, and rum, then he'd down it in one gulp. For him, that was a holy ritual. The question of his mental state was the pivotal point in the court case.
Oh, man.
For me, he was insane. 100%. Drinking from the skulls, well, that is one thing. But those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink from, too. Yeah, that was too much for me. It's just not sanitary.
We're at the
Not
table, thank you.
sanitary. That's probably not the problem for most of us.
What else? Ah, yes. An ingenious law school student raped over 800 victims. That was a nasty one.
Thank you, Agent York. Now, let's talk about something else.
At the
don't
dinner
want to hear
table.
anymore? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the good part, too.
Sounds like you live in a totally different world. I mean, you're like an elite agent who just jumped out from a movie or something. In your eyes,
It's actually
must look
elite
like we're
beat
just
agent,
plain
thank you.
cops and robbers. I give up. I can't compete with you.
Don't say that, Emily. The cases you have solved are all full-fledged crimes. A crime is a crime. Size doesn't matter. There is no big... Crimes always have a criminal and a victim.
That's already lit.
No victim will ever welcome a crime, no matter what its size. So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
Well said, Agent Morgan. We work day and night to preserve peace and order in this town. You understand that, right?
You ever gonna eat that burger?
Of course. But still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
Me neither. I never even
neither.
dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Now you can take that the other way and think that she's just sitting on the table waiting for someone.
Excuse us, Agent Morgan. We should have made dinner a more uplifting experience. Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night, then.
Yeah, it sure looks like a night to me. I think we can label this as a night.
Are we gonna pay or no?
We're just gonna front the tab on Emily.
Well, green tomato, everybody.
Gotta love green tomato.
There we go. Time limit, nothing. Good. We are chapter 7 officially now? Yes. And where's progress at the moment? Is the Deer Art Hotel? I think going back there will actually trigger the next like plot thing and go on to, it might put us straight on chapter 8. So there are other things I want to do first. So there are a lot of quests we can do right now. Are there any of them that we can do right now? Is it currently past 22? What is it? Yes, it is. Okay, we can go to the Galaxy of Terror right now, which is a horrible name for a bar.
What the fuck was that noise outside?
I don't know. What the fuck was that noise outside?
It sounded like someone grunting and groaning.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Huh. All right, I'm gonna go over to the Galaxy of Terror. George didn't even call it a night. He just went over to the bar. Yeah, let's go to the Galaxy of Terror. We might not be able to do that quest right now. I don't know. However, we can at least get it marked off on our radio map thing so we can teleport there later. So we may as well do that now. And then we'll call it an episode after that.
So it's not an episode right now, but it's more like a brief viewing, like a brief vine, if you will.
It's actually a series of just hundreds of vines. That's what you're watching right now. It's not officially a YouTube episode until we reach the Galaxy of Terror. Oh. I was hoping new chapter, new dialogue, but no, he doesn't have anything new to say yet.
When are we going to get new dialogue?
It's once every few chapters, if I remember right. We haven't gone through every conversation or anything.
And just for context, how many chapters are in this?
I don't remember the exact number. I've got it written down, I think. I want to say like 20, 22, something like that. We're going through the chapters pretty slow right now, but that's mostly just because we're trying to do all the side quests. It'll pick up a lot later. All right, we allowed in right now? It's open? It's open. Sweet. Every door is so creaky. And apparently there is a card, I think it's inside here? Oh my god, is this the really badly sung song? It is.
I'm looking forward to hearing it.
All right. See if you can decipher any of the lyrics. It's a little quiet right now.
And it's also going to be a little hard for me to hear it because sometimes your Discord blips out when there's not enough volume. Something funny, I think.
Can't hear it very well here, but we'll hear it better later in the game. All right, so we can't talk to her right now. Hey, George. Of all the things you could have told the townspeople, you had to choose the Raincoat Killer. I told you, that was nothing but folklore. Don't start with me, George. Just have some good food, and hopefully that'll get you in a better mood. I'll be in a better mood after we arrest the murderer. You're the only...
York picked up some pointers from Psycho Mantis, it sounds like, because he rhymed the hell out of that statement.
Yeah? You're the one slowing down the investigation. Okay, I'll be more careful. This is my town, don't forget that. Zach? Looks like the Monarch has marked us as the enemy. Yeah, nothing we can do in here right now then. I was kind of hoping we could start a quest, but it looks like Thomas has already left. Thomas works here sometimes after work on his shifts. I think it probably just auto put him at home. That or we showed up too late just because of the previous cutscene, which is fine. We have a few opportunities to do that, so I could always just wait a day or something. Also, is the card just like outside in the parking lot or something? There, it's right there. I'll just go pick it up. Then we can end the episode. Record player. We need every card we can get. In fact, this is the first chapter where we can go to the Panda Bear and do one of the quests where we show them our card collection. I believe we have enough for the first level of that quest, so at least there's that. Anyway, on the next episode, everybody, we have a few side quests to do. Until next time, have a nice day.
So, you like to play Deadly Premonition?